Hello class, good morning. Today, let's deal with solving more problems involving fractions. One-third of an herb garden plot is planted with parsley and one-half of the remainder is planted with thyme. What fraction of the garden is planted with celery? So, this is one-third, then two-third, then one-half of this is for thyme. So if one-half of two-third or one-half of two-third is equal to one-third, just multiply 1 times 2, 2, 2 times 3, 6, then simplify, the answer is one-third, 2, 6, one-third. So it means if the parsley is one-third part of the garden plot and thyme is one-third part of the garden plant, then it means that the celery also is one-third plot of the garden plot or one-half of two-third as well. Since one-half of the two-third is for thyme, then the rest, which is one-half of the two-third, is for celery, which is equal to one-third. So parsley is one-third, thyme is one-third, then celery is one-third. If you add all, one-third plus one-third plus one-third, the answer is 3, 3, or 1, or the whole garden plot. Jeremy was able to save 2,000 from his daily allowance to buy a gift for his father. In one store, Jeremy spent 3/5 of his money to buy a polo shirt for him and he spent of the remainder for a snack. How much money was left after buying a snack? So let's just draw. Then divide it into 5 equal parts since we have 3/5. So let's say that this whole is equally divided into 5 equal parts. Then 3/5 is spent for buying a polo shirt. So 3/5 polo shirt. So it means that since we have 2,000 and it is divided into 5 equal parts, this can be 400, 400, 400, 400, and 400. So if 3/5 is spent for polo shirt, then he used 1,200 of his money for the polo shirt. 4, 8, 12. This is 3/5. So the remaining is, or the remainder is 800. So he still have 800 pesos. And the last question is, or the last condition, he spent 1/4 of the remainder for a snack. So since the remainder is 800, then he used 1/4 of it. Then just multiply 1/4. 800 times 1 is 800. Then let's say there is 1 here. 1 times 4 is 4. The next is 800 divided by 4 is 200. So it means that he spent 200 of the remainder. So he spent 1,200 for the polo shirt and 1,000 or 200 for the snack. So 1,200 plus 200, the answer is 1,400. This is the total amount of money that he spent. So the question is how much money was left after buying a snack. So 1,400 minus 2,000. 2,000 minus 1,400. The answer is 600. So it means that after buying polo shirt that cost 1,200 and snack for 200, then he still have 600 pesos. She gave her mother 1 dozen of roses. 2/3 of roses were not white. How many roses were not white in total? So when you say 1 dozen, 1 dozen is equal to 12. So it means that if she has 1 dozen of roses, it means that she has 12 roses. So if the 2/3 were not white, so if we're going to draw, since that is 2/3, then just divide the whole into 3 equal parts. 2/3 were not white, so this one 2/3 not white. So it means that the 1/3 is white. So since we divide it into 3 equal parts or 2/3, each part is 4, 8, 12. Again, since the first fraction is stated in the problem is 2/3, so it means that we just divide the whole into 3 equal parts, then the 2/3 is not white. So 4 and 4, it means that 8 roses are not white. So we have 4 white roses. Or if you directly solve this, since we have 12 roses and 2/3 are not white, just multiply it to 2/3. Then put 12 over 1 is just equal to 12. 12 times 2 is 24. Then 3 times 1 is 3. 24 divided by 3 is equal to 8. It means that 8 are not white roses. So here are some basic computations that we need in solving problems involving fractions. 1/3 of 24 or 1/4 of 24. So if we directly solve this without using or without drawing, we can just solve this as 1/4 times 24. Then just put 1 as the denominator, since just that is 24 over 1 is just equal to 24. 1 times 24 is 24. 4 times 1 is 4. If you simplify, the answer is 6. So 1/4 of 24 is 6. Next, 1/2 of 1/3. So 1/2 of 1/3, just multiply numerator to numerator, denominator to denominator. So 1/2 of 1/3 is 1/6. Next, 2/3 of 1/2. Two times 1 is 2. 3 times 2 is 6. Or if we can simplify it to 1/3. So 2/3 of 1/2 is 1/3. For your activity, answer practice on page 218. Write your solution on a sheet of paper, take a photo of your answers, send it via private message.